Emily, start on Chuck Schumer, because this really is a pivot. Hey, we did not communicate. It's our fault. Don't blame Putin. Blame yourself.
Look, I'm thrilled that the leadership is coming out with something strong and affirmative, and also acknowledging that there wasn't a clear economic message that came through. It polled very well to keep attacking Trump. It did through the election, but it ultimately ended up not being enough. Not enough people showed up and really believed that Democrats had an answer for them. Trump was good at tapping into the anger, but his solutions so far that he's coming out with are not actually helping people that they think that they're helping. They're helping people at the top. So if Democrats can, I think, acknowledge that, but then also come forward with policy solutions that will ultimately help people, like wage growth, like infrastructure that builds long-term jobs, which is putting forward, I think that's excellent for the party.
Well, the point is, opposing Trump is not a winning strategy. Right, Emily? And that's what I heard. Lisa, would you agree with that?
Yeah, it's ultimately not enough.
Absolutely. Yeah. Look, the Democratic Party is a party without a leader and a party without a message. And what has this resistance and obstruction gotten them? And look, we're also seeing historic obstruction from the Democratic Party. President Trump's cabinet picks have seen more cloture votes than any other president or all presidents combined. And so what is this resistance? What has this obstruction gotten them? The DNC is $3.3 million in debt. Meanwhile, the Republican Party, the RNC, has seen historic fundraising records that they have been able to break. Democrats are 0 for 4 in special elections. They spent $31 million on the Georgia 6 special election. It was supposed to be a referendum on President Trump, and what did that get them? So I finally think you're seeing people like Senator Chuck Schumer recognize the fact that this resistance, this obstruction got them nowhere in the general election, and it's gotten them nowhere now.
He said a similar thing in the Washington Post. Just take this quote on screen. When you lose to somebody who has a 40% popularity, you don't blame other things. James Comey, Russia, you blame yourself. So what did we do wrong? People didn't know what we stood for, just that we were against Trump and still believe that. And I think both of you have shared that. The other thing is, when you go Russia, Russia, Russia all the time, it doesn't work. The president tweeted this: after 1 year of investigation with zero evidence being found, Chuck Schumer just stated that Democrats should blame ourselves, not Russia. Emily, last word on that, then quickly I want to pivot to something else.
Look, both things can be true. Russia can have hacked into the election, and Democrats lacked a cohesive economic message. And I'm thrilled to see that they're coming forward with concrete plans.